Alrighty class, today we're going to learn about independent and dependent variables and provide a few examples and distinguish between the two of them. And variables and independent variables and dependent variables are commonly used in mathematics and statistics, and they're used to distinguish between two types of quantities which are being considered, and they allow you to basically maintain control over your experiment in a quantitative way, and using them you'll be able to measure your results and draw accurate conclusions. What is a variable? A variable is something that can be changed, such as a characteristic or a value, and basically any quantity that varies. And a variable decides what will happen next in the experiment, and basically something that's likely to vary. And for example, the weather is one variable to be considered because the weather can change at any given moment. And an independent variable is a variable that you have control over and what you can choose and manipulate in the experiment, and it's usually what you think will affect the dependent variable. An example is, if you're interested in how stress affects heart rate in humans, what is the independent variable? Good job. Your independent variable will be stress, and the reason why is because you can directly manipulate stress levels in human subjects. And does everybody understand the concept of independent variable? It's what you can control and manipulate. A dependent variable is what you measure in the experiment, and it is what is affected during the experiment. It responds to the independent variable, and it's called the dependent because it depends on the independent variable. In a scientific experiment, you cannot have a dependent variable without an independent variable. An example of a dependent variable is, if you're interested in how stress affects heart rate in humans, we already determined that the independent variable is stress. What is the dependent variable? Anybody? Your dependent variable will be heart rate. You can directly manipulate stress levels in human subjects, and then you can measure how the stress levels change heart rate. And once you manipulate that, is dependent on the heart rate is dependent on what you manipulate. And a couple of easy ways to put it, independent variables are the cause, and dependent variables are the effect, and for instance in a cause and effect relationship, and also before, after, or input and then output. And what you do and basically what happens can be the dependent variable. Any questions? Pretty simple stuff. Any questions? Quiz time. Alrighty, oops. I have basically just 3 questions for the class, and y'all will decide the independent variable and the dependent variable. And everybody will take a quiz. It's 3 questions. Each one starts with a little paragraph, and then 2 questions follow: independent variable and dependent variable. Guess I'll give you all like a couple minutes to answer those. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can probably like pause it for now, but I don't know.
Hey Taylor, hand me that sheet so I can get a film of it. Oh, I was talking about him, but okay. Okie dokie.
And if you need me to refer to any of the slides, just let me know. like a quiz, Dr. Giselle?
Sure.
Test your knowledge.
Test my knowledge.
And your last question is,
And once you're done, you can just put your pencil on the table and I will know that you're finished.
last question.
Any questions for anybody? Everything's going smoothly? Still on camera, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all are such a good class. Honor code. Alrighty. And then, y'all ready to check the answers out? Question 1. The independent variable was the presence or absence of a drug, which is D, and that's a variable that's being manipulated. Everybody get that? And then for the dependent variable was C, which is the length of time it took for rats to remember where the rat child was after, and that was the measure of the subject's response, which depended on the presence or absence of the drug. So B and C for question 1. And question 2. A, the independent variable was length of time the subjects were sleep deprived. And then the dependent variable was the physical coordination skills of the subjects, which was D. And for question 3, the independent variable was whether the subjects were hypnotized, which was B. And then the dependent variable was how much subjects recalled, which was C. How everybody do?
100. Such a good teacher.
And I'm reviewing, quick little 2 words. What is the independent variable?
Manipulated variable.
There you go. And the dependent variable?
What you observed as a result of the
And
manipulated
what does it depend on?
The independent.
There you go. All right, class, well done. Touche, sir. All righty.